Now, I never thought I would be saying this, but President Biden is furious at U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy as he and the Republican Party, they want to simplify taxes by eliminating the IRS. Do you guys think that this would be better or worse for us? Now, I would love to say goodbye to the IRS, but let me get your take on that one. Apple CEO Tim Cook is keeping up with the times of economic uncertainty as he suggests a 40% pay cut on his own wages. He wants to give himself a pay cut. As CEO, what kind of precedent is he setting? What would happen if we had to take a similar pay cut? Can you imagine seeing nearly 50% of your paycheck coming home versus what you're normally expecting? Would you be able to live off of only 60% of your paycheck? I'll let you guys know if Tim can make it through the month with what he's making later. Attorney General Merrick Garland wasn't left with much of a choice but to have to leak secret documents from the then Vice President Biden to be investigated. And the Trump investigation has been fined a whopping $1.6 million. Now, before I continue with our daily updates, please just take a second, drop a like for the video. I totally appreciate that. And if you're in need of your daily dose of the truth when it comes to the U.S. economy, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and what's really going on in Washington, D.C. that affects our stock market, the housing market, passive income, our families, and our bank accounts, be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and by the way, if you own a home, make sure to get your free home warranty quote. There's a link in the description of this video down below. It only takes about 15-20 seconds, so get your free home warranty quote. There's a link in the description down below. So, in a letter to President Biden, U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has formally invited him to deliver the State of the Union address to a joint Congress session in Congress. The annual address is the perfect time for the president to highlight their key priorities together with their achievements. The invitation was deemed by the White House as kind, with them accepting it. McCarthy also added this to the letter. He said that the new year brings a new Congress, and with it, a responsibility to work toward an economy that is strong, a nation that is safe, a future that is built on freedom, and a government that is accountable. The American people sent us to Washington to deliver a new direction for the country, to find common ground, and to debate their priorities. Now, even while this letter from Kevin McCarthy was considered kind, the plan of the GOP to abolish the IRS is not. That is, if you ask the Biden administration. It's called the Fair Tax Act, and it plans to eliminate the national income tax and have it completely replaced with a single consumption tax. Andrew Yates, White House Deputy Press Secretary, says this, quote, President Biden adamantly opposes House Republicans' plans to force an unprecedented tax hike onto middle-class families in exchange for yet more tax welfare for the rich and big corporations. The president's top priority is to make more progress cutting costs for the American people who broadly support his efforts to have multinational corporations and the richest taxpayers pay their fair share, end quote. Republican Representative Jeff Duncan said that this will actually help rather than hinder. Now, I don't know yet. I don't know. It's a little bit too early to tell, but he says that as a former small business owner himself, I understand the unnecessary burden our failing income tax system has on Americans. The Fair Tax Act eliminates the tax code, replaces the income tax with a sales tax, and abolishes the abusive Internal Revenue Service. Talking about the IRS here, guys. And if enacted, this will invigorate the American taxpayer and help more Americans achieve the American dream. That's what he says. This is what he says. But let me ask you guys, do you feel as if the richest taxpayers are paying their fair share? I mean, seriously, the billionaire, entrepreneur, business owners, I'm just saying. And do you feel that this bill will stop them from paying this share? Some tax experts say that this is going to take some getting used to, but it sure is a way to simplify taxes. Now, in terms of taxes, Apple CEO Tim Cook might be paying less as he is set to receive a 40% pay cut. And he did this voluntarily. Now, you gotta feel bad for the guy since he's only set to receive $49 million in 2023. That's like what, $4 million a month? I mean, how does the poor guy get by? Strong sarcasm, of course, guys, right? I'm not sure if he has any money to spare, but, he could definitely help former President Donald Trump as the Trump Organization was just slapped in the face with a $1.6 million fine for criminal tax fraud. The sentencing, according to Attorney General Letitia James, proves once again that no one is above the law, not even Donald Trump or his business. Now, while the former president himself, Donald Trump, was not charged criminally, a spokesperson from the Trump Organization has accused New York prosecutors years of focusing on this political witch hunt, which they ignore other crimes in the city. Anybody here from New York? Any New York viewers in the audience here? Can you guys let us know if this case was important to you or if there's other crimes that are also going on that should be focused on? Hit me up in the comments below, guys. Now, on the topic of focus, there's a lot of that on the classified documents that have been found at the president's home and office. I'm thinking it would be very unwise to not focus on it, given that this interview happened.
When you saw the photograph of the top secret documents laid out on the floor at Mar-a-Lago, what did you think to yourself, looking at that image?
How that could possibly happen, how anyone could be that irresponsible. And I thought, what data was in there that may compromise sources and methods? By that I mean names of people who helped, or et cetera. And it's just totally irresponsible.
Attorney General Merrick Garland has appointed former Justice Department official Robert Hur to lead the DOJ probe. And according to Garland, quote, "This appointment underscores for the public the department's commitment to both independence and accountability, in particular, sensitive matters, and to making decisions indisputably guided only by the facts and the law," end quote. So what do you guys think? Is this investigation being done just because they did something similar with Trump, or would they have done it regardless of that? Now, the same concept can be asked of Tesla as they plan price cuts globally of up to 20%. Some say that this is due to the federal tax cuts that will make EVs more affordable. Now, the problem is that you need to buy before March 2023 to be able to take advantage of it. So how many of you guys plan to rush out there and buy a brand new Tesla soon? Or are they still too expensive even with the tax credits? Nothing is too expensive if you ask GOP Representative George Santos. More news continues to come out about this guy every single day, and I gotta think to myself, this guy's a shoo-in for government office. Back in 2020, when he attended an election rally that accused President Biden of stealing the presidential elections, Santos said this: "They did to me what they did to Donald J. Trump. They stole my election," end quote. He lost that year. And in the same Stop the Steal rally, Santos was supposedly wearing a stolen Burberry scarf. Okay, yeah, I can't make this up. I did say supposedly. This is a rumor. It's great that he kept up with the theme of the rally, though. And I'm not kidding. This guy is all sorts of trouble. The scarf was a gift to a former roommate of Santos. Previous roommates contacting local news websites to allege that Santos had stolen phones, checks from a checkbook, and even dress shirts. To date, he still insists that he was voted into office. And even though there's some embellishment to the resume, he never broke the law. So wait, this guy lies a lot about himself and what he's accomplished. And he's stolen during this time too. Somebody clean up these government offices. This guy is going places. Now, some of his constituents are already calling for a new election, but I seriously doubt that he follows what they say. What do y'all think? Hit me up in the comments down below. Now, it is hard to think that someone who has lied and stolen can actually hold office, especially since I know a lot of people here in our community who are completely transparent and they work hard for the money that they have. They work hard for the wealth that they've built in their portfolios, in their brokerage accounts, and even in the real estate portfolios that they hold. Now, while I can't get you guys an office in Washington, D.C., I can't promise you that, but I can help you get started if you're interested in starting a small business, an online business, perhaps even your first side hustle. Now, if you guys want to learn more about investments through real estate, the stock market, if you want to start multiple streams of income through side hustles, small businesses, then you can definitely join me over in the Patreon group. There's a link in the description down below. Feel free to hit me up. I love to meet you guys over there. Lots of like-minded people interested in learning more about these different opportunities. But before I go, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up for the video and subscribe for your daily dose of the truth. Appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the love. I will see you on the next one.